O shining orb, by whose light I shall reclaim she that was my wife. I shall not kill her here in Troy, but carry her to Hellas and surrender her to death, a recompense for those whose friends were slain in Ilium.
I'll thank thee, Menelaus, if thou wilt slay that wife of thine. Yet shun the sight of her, lest she smite thee with regret.
Menelaus, I am well nigh sure thou hatest me. Yet would I fain inquire about what thou and Hellas have decided about my life.
To judge thy case required no great exactness. That host whom thou didst wrong handed thee over to me to die.
May I answer this decision, proving that my death, if to die I am, will be unjust?
I came not to argue, but to slay thee.
Hear her, Menelaus. Let her not die for want of that, and let me answer to her again, for thou knowest not of her villainies here in Troy.
If she wishes to speak, the leave is given. I grant her this because of thy words, that she may hear them, and not for her own sake.
I do not wish to speak.
First, I entreat the cause of those two goddesses. For why should goddess Hera set her heart so much on such a prize? Was it to win a nobler lord than Zeus, king of the gods? Or why should goddess Athena be so bent on finding amongst the heavens a husband, she, who in dislike of marriage won from her sire the remaining unwed? Seek not to impure folly to the goddesses. In attempts to gloss over thine own sin, never shalt thou persuade the wise. Next, thou hast said that my son and Cyprus came to the house of Menelaus. Nay, my son was passing fair, and when thou sawest him, thy fancy straight became thy Cyprus. My son carried you off by force, so sayest thou. What Spartan saw this? What cry for help did thou ever raise? Menelaus was nothing to thee. Menelaus, hear the conclusion of my argument. Crown Hellas by slaying her as she deserves.
Thy thoughts with mine do coincide, that she without constraint left my palace and sought a stranger's love. And now Aphrodite is introduced for mere bluster. Away to those who shall stone thee.
By thy knees I implore thee, slay me not, pardon I entreat.
Be not false to thy allies whose death this woman has caused. On their behalf, and for the sake of my children, I sue to thee.
Peace, reverend dame. To her I pay no heed. Lo, I bid my servants take her hence, board that ship wherein she is to sail.
Never let her set foot upon the same ship as thee.
How now?
Who lovest once must love always.
Why, that depends on how those we love are minded. But thy wish shall be granted. She shall not set foot upon the same ship as me, for thy advice is surely sound. And when she comes to Argos, she shall die a shameful death, as is her due.
Thou shalt not kill her, Menelaus. She shall charm thee yet, and Troy shall have been burned for nothing. Was she worth it, Menelaus? Was she worth 10 long years of war? Was she worth destroying my beautiful city? Even now, thou canst see the flames toppling the towers of Ilium. The great stones lie in ruins, the rest is dust. The name of my country will pass into obscurity. All is scattered far and wide. And hapless Troy is ceased to be.